Tech Medical Incorporated presents the Omnivent Series D ventilators. The Omnivent Series D is a pneumatically powered, single-circuit, volume constant, time-cycled, and flow variable ventilator. The Omnivent utilizes a high-pressure drive with high internal resistance to control pressure and is considered a non-constant pressure generator. Simultaneously, the Series D ventilators produce a flow pattern that is constant in spite of changes in lung mechanics. Originally designed and tested for military field work, the Omnivent ventilators are able to be used in any demanding environment, such as magnetic resonance imaging, hyperbaric chambers, air mobile operations, emergency medicine, in-house transport, anesthesia, laboratories, and veterinary medicine. The Omnivent ventilators are designed with simplicity in mind. Quick connect features allow the operator to provide for all clinical needs. Controlled ventilation, continuous flow intermittent mandatory ventilation, constant positive airway pressure, high frequency and jet ventilation, as well as inspiratory to expiratory ratios that are infinitely adjustable even to inverse proportions if needed. A pressure relief valve allows for both the prevention of barotrauma and time-cycled pressure-relieved ventilation. In standard use, the Omnivent may be used in conjunction with a variety of face masks, esophageal obturator airways, cricothyroid tubes, endotracheal and tracheostomy tubes, as well as jet tubes and bronchoscopes. Humidification, air oxygen blenders, and monitor alarm systems of any description may be incorporated as the user desires. Every Omnivent is tested numerous times during the manufacturing process. Final testing and calibration procedures utilized Biotech VT1 and VT2 lung analyzers. A test strip verification of final testing is included with each Omnivent when it is shipped to the customer. The dimensions are 4 by 5 by 7 inches. The weight is 4.5 pounds. Case material is aluminum. Gas pressure range is 25 to 140 pounds per square inch. Tidal volume range is 0 to 1.5 liters. The flow rate range is 0 to 98 liters per minute. Breaths per minute is 0 to 150. Positive end expiratory pressures are 0 to 50 centimeters of water pressure. Continuous flow for IMV is 0 to 60 liters per minute. The internal compliance is 0. The operating temperature range is minus 45 degrees Fahrenheit to plus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The exhalation valves to be used with the Omnivent are the custom Omnivent Circuit or the Bird 2575 series. The pressure relief valve operating range is 0 to 120 centimeters of water pressure. A word of caution concerning the patient tubing circuit and exhalation valves. The disposable circuit utilizes a built-in, purposeful leak at the exhalation valve in order to prevent breath stacking between mechanical breaths. Only 2 exhalation valve assemblies are approved for use with the Omnivent. The Omnivent number 9901 custom circuit and any other circuit with the Bird number 2575 exhalation valve in place. The custom Omnivent disposable circuit is designed to be used for general purposes. If a patient requires more than 60 centimeters of water pressure, the Bird number 2575 exhalation valve must be utilized in place of the disposable circuit exhalation valve. Failure to follow this recommendation may result in a lower tidal volume delivery than desired. PEEP valves utilized with the disposable circuit must have the continuous flow IMV system functioning. Failure to follow this recommendation could result in a lower PEEP value than desired. Attach a high-pressure hose to the Omnivent gas inlet adapter located on top of the on-off switch assembly, and the other end of the hose to a pressure-reducing regulator or wall outlet as needed. Inlet pressures from 25 to 140 pounds per square inch may be used. 50 pounds per square inch is ideal. Now rotate the switch to the on position and proceed. The controls for tidal volume and breaths per minute are of the locking type. To utilize, push the base knob in and hold it while rotating the top knob. To use the calibrated scale on the front panel, rotate the top knob fully clockwise until slight resistance is felt. The indicator line should now be at the 1.5 liter position on the front panel label. Turn the top knob counterclockwise to the position desired, release the outer knob, and the control is locked into position. The same is true for the rate knob. The inspiratory gas flow rate initial setting is recommended at the full open position. After initial tidal volume settings have been made, minor adjustments to volume may be made with the flow rate control. When the tidal volume control is at the minimum position, the flow rate control may be employed to decrease the tidal volume to 0 milliliters. At this time, the Omnivent is ready to test. Attach the patient's circuit to a suitable test lung. Be sure and set the compliance and resistance to normal, and turn the ventilator on-off switch to the on position. Allow the ventilator to cycle several times, then place a handheld spirometer at the outlet of the exhalation valve and measure the tidal volume. Make any adjustments to the controls at this time until the tidal volume, flow rate, and rate per minute are set and confirmed. Inspiratory to expiratory ratios are a result of the tidal volume, flow rate, and breaths per minute selected. If alternate ratios are desired, several methods of achieving that goal are available. Altering any of the three controls will allow the ratio to change, and a suitable monitor will assist the operator in selecting exact ratios. Using the continuous flow method, attach the IMV kit to the top panel and the small bore tubing between the IMV kit and the top mounted bleed valve. Attach the patient tubing circuit to the IMV kit and front panel. Now turn the bleed valve on in a counterclockwise movement and adjust the continuous flow to the system. Titrate the gas flow to the IMV system by observing the reservoir bag and not allowing it to deflate during the patient's inspiratory cycle. The tidal volume, flow rate, and rate per minute controls may now be adjusted to the values desired. Ensure the pressure relief valve is adjusted. Monitor the patient as you would in continuous ventilation. Positive end expiratory pressure, or PEEP, may be utilized during continuous ventilation by attaching a PEEP valve to the outlet port of the expiratory valve on the patient tubing circuit. Adjust the PEEP valve control knob and observe the end expiratory pressure on the pressure gauge. Continue doing this until the desired PEEP level is achieved. As PEEP pressure is increased, the peak airway pressure will increase, therefore the pressure relief valve may need to be readjusted. Continuous positive airway pressure, or CPAP, is accomplished by using the same accessories used for IMV and PEEP. Leave the Omnivent on-off switch in the on position. Turn the rate control to a position less than 10 on the labeled indicator and the flow rate control to the lowest position. The Omnivent will attempt to cycle at very low rate, and this procedure will prevent any tidal volume from being produced. Now attach a PEEP valve to the outlet port of the patient tubing circuit. Adjust the continuous gas flow to the reservoir bag on the IMV kit. Adjust the PEEP valve to the desired end expiratory pressure, and proceed. High-frequency ventilation is accomplished by using the standard patient tubing circuit. Then select an appropriate low-level tidal volume and adjust the rate per minute above normal rates. Rates above 60 per minute are considered high frequency in nature. The Omnivent may be utilized as a jet ventilator by disconnecting the patient tubing circuit. Then, 1. Attach a separate tubing to the outlet port on the front panel labeled exhalation valve and the other end to the jet endotracheal tube, cricothyroid tube, or bronchoscope inlet port. 2. Tidal volume may be adjusted by utilizing tidal volume controls as well as rate and flow rate. This should be verified by using a suitable handheld spirometer or suitable monitor. The tidal volume control should normally be in the minimal position, and the flow rate control may now be used to set the appropriate tidal volume. This concludes the presentation of the Omnivent Series D ventilators. For further information, contact the 800 number on your screen.